All right. Good afternoon, everybody watching us. This is the StoryTime with Darasimi show. We are back online and we want to appreciate everyone who always takes time to join with us on the show. Um, we know how wonderful your week has been. We believe it's been wonderful. And this weekend, many people want to party, want to do owambes, want to do a lot of things, and yet to take out these few minutes to be with us, we do appreciate that. All right, we are not going to waste your time at all by the grace of God. Um, like we have been doing for a while, we have been reviewing the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership by John C. Maxwell. And today is the 20th episode, that is the 20th law out of the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. But I am not on the show alone. I am not on the show alone. I have with me Darasimi, who is going to be reviewing this with us. But if you are joining us for the first time, just for that purpose, let me introduce myself. I am Pastor ATM and I will be your host. All right. Darasimi, you are welcome to the show again today.
Thank you.
Darasimi, can you hear me?
Yes,
You are welcome to the show again today.
thank you.
All right. Can you say a word of welcome to our people listening to us?
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining today. Just to take like around 10 to 15 minutes of your time this afternoon, and whoever is joining, we advise that you to go back to this channel and watch the previous one so you'll be able to understand. And I hope everybody will be blessed and somebody will get one or two things from what I have to say today in Jesus' name.
Amen. All right. For those who are on Facebook, I'm aware that after a while, our previous videos are removed from the page, but you have them on our YouTube channel. Just search for uh, Timothy Adeyemi or Pastor ATM, PST.ATM. Just look for that, and you are going to see us there. All right, let's dive straight into the show. Darasimi, over to you. What do you have for us?
Okay, so today we'll be talking about the law of explosive growth. And this is talking about how you can, he's talking about as a leader, how you can be able to grow others, to be able to train and discipline others to feel like and follow the legacy and what you have done will not just be left behind after you have retired or something like that. So the law of explosive growth. Now, the first point I got from it is that to add growth, you lead followers to add growth, but to multiply, you lead leaders, people that are ready to, that have the desire to lead. Because this is the core idea. Leading ordinary followers builds linear growth. But developing leaders produce exponential or explosive growth because you are leading people that already have that mindset that they want to be a leader. But just to add growth, you are just leading followers. But to multiply and to make them follow your legacy, you are going to have explosive growth because you are developing them. You have already started developing, you are going to develop them more, you are going to train them more. That is why it's good when you want to multiply, you lead leaders. Leadership capacity is the limit on organization growth. Leadership capacity is the limit on organization growth. If the leader is the main driver, growth is capped by the leader's capacity. Only multiplying leadership in others break through that crap. So it means that the capacity, there's a capacity and it's the limit on organization growth. But when you now start multiplying people, you're going to break through that crap. But if you just keep leading followers, you're just let's say growing them, you're just growing, you're not multiplying anything, you're not really doing anything. But that's when you multiply, when you're multiplying leaders and leading leaders. That way you'll be able to break through that crap or that limit of organization growth. You'll be able to go international, you'll be able to go worldwide. So you must shift your focus from doing. There's a difference between doing and developing. Doing and just doing it. You are doing your laundry, but developing, maybe you're developing from using your hand to a washing machine, from using a hand dryer to what a electric dryer, whatever. That's developing. So rather than doing everything yourself, a leader must invest in time, energy, and resources in growing other leaders. A leader must invest time in growing other leaders. They must invest energy, the energy they have a good standing man, a mental capacity because they are going to be some things that you have to have a lot of mental capacity to be able to hold it. You are going to need resources, you are going to invest in resources. Because if you don't have the things you're supposed to do to train and develop or grow other leaders, there's no way you can do it. So you need to be able to invest in you are going to try and take out of your time, your energy, and your resources to grow other leaders. Growth through followers versus growth through leaders. Growth through followers and growth through leaders are fundamentally different. Followers help you expand your reach, but leaders help you replicate and your influence across more people. So that's you can see that it's very different. Growing through your followers, you're just expanding your reach, you're just expanding, you're not really doing anything. But when you now lead and growth through leaders, they are going to help you replicate your influence across a lot of more other people because they're going to know people as well and they will help you replicate it and spread it across. So that is why it's good to always grow through leaders, except you only want to have expansion. You don't want to keep multiplying and replicate because if you retire, you want to ask other people too. And you want to be able to, okay, this what I left something behind and people can keep on doing it and doing it. Even yourself will be proud of yourself. Identifying and cultivating the top 20%. So this means that when there's always a top 20% in everything you do, so you reach and identify, you cultivate them, you train them. Because Martin suggests that investing in your strongest performance, the top 20%, yields more greater returns because their influence can also lift others. The other 80%, the influence of those 20% probably is going to be on them. So that way, that influence can lift others and it can be better. You can be a better organization, a better, maybe you are the worst team. But if you take out the top 20%, they can help you have influence on them and lift others. Number 6. This says hire or recruit for leadership potential, not just performance, but the potentials they have. But that's what you should hire for, not just their performance. When bringing on new people, seek those who not only deliver results, but have the capacity or desire to lead. They will have that desire, they have the capacity, the mental capacity, the everything capacity to be able to lead. Because you have to be really mentally mature to be a leader. You have to have that mindset as well. You have to have that state of mindset that this is what I'm going to do. There's going to be some people that don't like me. There's going to be some people that love me. There's going to be some people that are just in the middle. You have to be able to understand. You're going to have that desire, and that desire means you have to have the right mindset because you have to first start from the mind before you can now put it into actions. So when you are bringing on people, just don't those who just give you a result, whatever you ask them, but those who that they know that okay, if I do this, you will like this way. So you'll be able to, they have that desire, they have the capacity to do what they want to do, they have the stamina as well, and they have the resources. Number the seventh one, retain leaders by giving them ownership, autonomy, and challenges. Leaders stay when they are respected, have room to grow and are empowered, not micromanage. You just be like, I'm just managing. I'm going to leave because you're not allowing them grow. They are not respected. They are not empowered. You're not training them. You're not doing anything to them. You're just telling, you're just micromanaging them. It doesn't work that way. If you want your leaders to, you have to give them challenges. You have to tell them that you have to have ownership. You have to be giving them autonomy. So they have to be respected and you have to also give them challenge because it things are tricky for them. They'll be like, they will when they want to go to the real world, it will be very hard for them because they'll be like, I was not taught this, I was not taught how to manage this challenge, I was not taught how to do this and all of that. So if you want leaders to stay, you have to be respected, you have to have room to grow, and they need to be empowered, not micromanaged. The eighth one, develop a culture of leadership rather than just command and control structure. You know, be like, okay, do that, and we no question, but develop a culture of leadership where there's going to be a team leader, there's going to be a team manager. Just don't just be like, go and get me that, go and get me that. You be like, don't ask me, just don't have that culture of command and control structure. Have develop a culture of leadership in people. The environment should encourage others to step into leadership, make decisions and act. So the environment people are matters what they are going to do when they grow up. Even when it's small or just maybe they're just this is just the work they're using to start before they build up their career. Encourage them to step into leadership and to make decisions, to be able to make decisions. Because in everything you do, you need to be decisive. If you don't know what to do, that opportunity might just fly by and you might never get it once. You might never get it again. So they need to be able to make decisions quick, act, and be able to think properly and have that mental capacity as well. Accept trade-off. Accept trade-offs. Depth before breadth. Focusing on developing a feel-good leader deeply is more effective than spreading superficial training across everyone. If you just take that top 20% out of the 100% you have, and you are going to have a time that is worthwhile. It's going to be worth your time because they already started. So you're just going to it's going to be more effective than just having a load of bunch of people that don't even understand what you are saying half of the time. That why it's quality before quantity. When you have a quality thing, you will get it because like instead of just getting five shoes that are just fake and just get the good one that is actually like it can last you very well. You will get that one instead of just getting a lot that is rubbish and maybe even in 1 week it will already start peeling off again. So that's why it's a leaders as well. When you have just a few give leaders, rather than just spreading your superficial training across everyone that they don't even understand, it's better to just have a lot of quality, few good quality people that just have, you know, people that don't really understand what you're saying. The 10th one, explosive growth is sustainable only if legacy is built. Growth through leaders ensures that the organizations can sustain itself beyond your own tenure. So the meaning of really explosive growth is not only sustainability, it's building the legacy because if you maybe let's say you retire or you let's say just say you retire and you're a leader of your or maybe you're the owner of the CEO, maybe you have a son or a daughter, you want them to take that your throne because now they are retired, they want them to take something. But or maybe you don't have any children now, but you have this really trusted assistant that have been helping you. I know that you understand. But if you're somebody that is just very cold, or even your children don't like you because the way you're acting, and now you do not even at your workplace, you did not build anybody, you did not train anybody up, you just have that command and control structure, you don't develop, you don't cultivate the culture of leadership. You're not building anything because everything you build, you just go back the drain because you do not allow anybody to continue with. You just make so you just see that all the work you did, you want to do it and you want it to die with you. That's yours. But it's better to just build that legacy because that's what explosive growth is. But you should keep growing and growing, that will be better than you even imagine when you were imagining it in your head. So it's better to always have that legacy to be built on and not be a code or and always cultivate the culture of leadership, not the command and control structure. That's everything for today. But what I want you everybody to get from this, I always cultivate the culture of leadership, not just the command and control, not just say go and do what to do. Maybe you don't want there's something that they may not be able to question, but the thing they are allowed, let them ask the question so they'll be able to expand their mind. They'll be like, okay, what does this mean? What does it mean? It may be annoying at times because you'll be like, okay, this person is asking too much question. But them too, they want to know more. They want to also allow them. But when it's not getting too much, maybe if you know that you cannot take it again, you give it to someone that's even higher than you so that they can explore because they may be the next leader behind you, but you don't know. It's always good to develop that culture. I want to thank everyone. I hope everybody got one or two things from what I said today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. One very important thing that if you have not taken anything away from today's show, one important message that is in that is discussed in this in the under this law is that if you want to maybe just grow, you build followers. I can't remember that's how you put it. If you want to grow, you build followers. Um,
If you want to multiply, you lead leaders. If you
if
want
you
to
want to
grow,
multiply, you build leaders. And what that means is that you are not building people, or you are not raising people just to follow you, just to follow your commands, just to just be your yes yes sir, men or women, but you are building other people who can also use their innovation, their initiative, their intellect, and all to also raise others. So the multiplier effect, as you are raising, you raise 10 leaders, 10 leaders raise 10 leaders each, and all of that. And that is how the network of leaders increase. That is the law of explosive growth. If you are just raising 10 followers, or you are raising followers, for you to raise 100 followers, you know how long it's going to take you. But when you raise 10 leaders, 10 leaders are able to raise other leaders, and on like that. Imagine Jesus wanted to read the entire world. What did he do? He didn't only raise followers, he raised disciples. Those disciples were leaders in themselves, only 12 of them. But those 12, he sent them out, and then explosion. They were also raising other men, and all. All right, thank you for joining with us on the show today. This is where we are going to pause. The last law of the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership, we are going to be discussing that next week by the grace of God. Thank you, Darasimi, for being with us on the show again today. And everyone who has joined with us, we really appreciate you. We say thank you. Thank you for taking out your time to be with us. Until we come your way again next week, Saturday, the same time, please do have a blessed weekend. Thank
thank
you.
you.